There's something about a funeral that I really love. Can I share with you the notation that you've decided to appear in a different sequence of time with me, with the acknowledgement that just a moment ago you were laying there in that casket of death, all right? And suddenly revealed to you is the complete alternative in what you thought you were. I'm going to be with you for about 300 years. See if you can, shall I teach for a moment? I teach a change in the manner in which I am presuming myself.
So close a walk with thee.
Thank you. Now, I'm a teacher of the miracle of conversion of my mind that no longer depends on what appears to be my body formulation in the conversion of my mind. Now, you're all turning to each other now at the funeral, and you've just been dedicating yourself to the idea of all the past arrangement that I appear to be presenting to you. Yeah. And what appeared to be this, how old am I these days? 80. 80. There, you did it. There, you thank you. If I intended to present you with the idea of a video in the funeral procession that you're all leading now with me in the memory of this great figure of alternative that's lying with you, you're going to have to make a fundamental admission of the necessity for a miracle in the conversion of the idea that you have about a correspondence of light, all right, that demonstrates to you, say to me, in a moment of darkness,
In the moment of darkness,
in the moment of death, that the light is with you. In a moment of death. Thank you. Can I teach you for a moment? It's good to see you again. You've become a practitioner of the idea of an alternative based on your location in space-time. Now, the admission that you're, in fact, as we read at the beginning of this video, a concept of yourself are true. I'm called the master teacher simply because I'm a teacher of everyone who is teaching alternatives that occur within our minds. Now, I'm going to spend about 8 minutes offering you the ideas of when I came into this situation. We are beginning to view each other in a separate faculty of what we want to see in what each moment, say to me, is over.
is over.
Yes. Now, in practicing the idea that you're living in the present and suffering from the conditions of yourself, it is impossible that if I came with the organization of being what you call an 80-year-old guy, and you've looked at my birth certificate, and it shows that I'm coming up to a birthday, and I'm going to be 80 years old. Now, I'm going to practice with you. When you begin to have death experiences, which is my whole teaching, you live within a sequence of cause and effect that are actually going on simultaneously with the idea of your relationship of past and future relationships. Okay? Can you see that with me? Now, I brought with me the teacher's manual of A Course in Miracles, and I'm going to do 1 week. Now, how much is it necessary for me to do? I just told you. It's necessary for me to do 1 week. Yet if I do 1 week, it can pertain to the idea that you're still recognize me in this climate of seeing me at my funeral. You're coming the old man's line there. Can you see this? And they say, his body died. No, my body didn't die. That's an illusion of the idea of the possible combination that immediately available to you are alternatives in the condition in which you find yourself. You listen with me. Listen to this. Each day, and every minute in each day, and every instant that each minute holds, you but relive the single instant when the time of terror took the place of love. And so you die each day to live again until you cross the gap between the past and the present, which is not a gap at all. Such is each life. Such is your life, a seeming interval from birth to death and on to life again. It's a repetition of an instant gone by long ago that cannot be relived. And all of time is but the mad belief that what is over is still here and now. Forgive the past, then let it go, for it is gone. You stand no longer on the ground that lies between the worlds. You have gone on and reached the world that lies at heaven's gate. There is no hindrance to the will of God, nor any need that you repeat a journey that was over a long time ago. Look gently on your brother and behold the world in which perception of your hatred for him has been transformed into a world of love. Look gently on your brother as a reoccurrence of a physical body that you remember now in the history of how you've been recognizing yourself, in the idea that I'm a body formulation. I'm going to attempt here for the next 3 minutes in the mind training of A Course in Miracles to represent to you the idea that the formulation of your mind in the concept of yourself. I'm going to teach you for a minute. Look with me. The concept you're holding of yourself is obviously a reflection of a light that you view yourself in within the idea. But as we just read you, if time is only lasting for that cycle of time, the idea that you can convert it instantly, or why I'm here is this 80-year-old guy. Now, you can say anything you want to me. I'm going to take a step with you because I'm curious if you have completed the idea in the Course in Miracles that you're not a body, and I assure you you're not. That is, obviously, if you're dying each moment, you can suddenly assume an entire provision of being alive, and the guy that was lying in that casket with all of the memories that are in him, and use me, go ahead, I dare you to, because you have a very excellent concept of me, and you can prove to me, if you want to, that my body is sharing the partial reality of the illusionary nature of reflection of light that don't allow me to see the wholeness that you and I are actually escaping from the bondage of the reflection of light that we're finding ourselves in. Okay, listen with me, and then I'm going to do the first idea of the 1 week that you'll need to get out of here. Listen.